Greetings and salutations, comic book conversationalists. This is Comic Book Hangover. My name is Scott, and no, this time we're not doing comic books. Those who have seen the shorts and stuff that I do on TikTok and bring over to YouTube know that every day this year, so far every day this year, I've been watching a movie a day out of our movie collections. Just a little something that I decided I wanted to do this year because we have a lot of movies in our collection. And a lot of them haven't been watched at all. Some of them have been watched in years, and some of them are watched quite often. So I figured, let's dig into the collection and do a movie a day, see what happens. And it's also a good way for me to figure out if a movie I watch changed my interests in it, and just decide to get rid of it, we can start cleaning out the collection as well and bring in some new stuff. So the reason why I'm doing the video this way, because as I said before, I've been doing the shorts where I'm just showing the box art for my movies, is in January, February, and March when I've done these on TikTok, it seems like without fail, TikTok flags these videos as violating their so-called community standards, and they say it because the video violates their standards on violence and sex and drugs and all this stuff, and the fact that it's just the box art of movies has nothing to do with anything. So in order to bypass that, hopefully in order to bypass that pure stupidity over on TikTok or here on TikTok, wherever you're watching this video, I've decided to do it this way. So I'm going to go through all the videos all the movies that I watched, and maybe give me a chance to share some of my opinions on them, and hopefully TikTok's community standards won't see this as a violation of whatever it is that it's a violation of. But first, before I do that, the other thing that I like to do is have posters up when I do my comic book videos. So since I've got this movie thing going, it'll give me a chance, hopefully, to show off some of the movie posters that I have. I have quite a few. I've gotten rid of a lot over the years, but the ones that I still have, I can show off in the background, starting with this one here. This is my Toxic Avenger 3 movie poster, a very old poster. It's beat up. It's got tape on it. It's got holes from when I stapled it, because when I was younger, I stapled my posters up. I didn't keep them in mint condition, so the edges are frayed. It's got, yellowing tape on the back of it. But what makes it awesome, besides the fact that it's a Toxic Avenger 3 poster, is that it's a Toxic Avenger 3 poster that back in 2020 was signed by Lloyd Kaufman, courtesy of Lockwood's Loot and Mr. Cody Lockwood. So my hat's off to him, and I get a chance to show this off at long last. But that being what it is, let's jump into the movies that I watched in the month of April from our movie collection, starting with Galaxy Quest. Now, this was the one I had on DVD, and I've been wanting to upgrade it to Blu-ray for the longest time, but they wound up going ahead and putting it out on 4K. I almost didn't buy the 4K because I watched some reviews, and people were like, well, the coloring is wrong, the shadows are wrong, this is wrong, that's wrong, the blah, 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 blah. I'm not into that sort of stuff. Just give me a good, nice, clear picture and make it better quality than what I've already got, and I'm a happy camper. Great movie, awesome movie all the way around, and I, for one, thought it looked pretty good on 4K. I don't know, but I'm not one of these picture purists. I like what I like, and I move on from there. Next one is going to be one of my favorite comedies, The Cannonball Run, with an all-star cast. I mean, this was one of those movies that came out in the day that was a veritable who's who of the top stars of that time, including like Farrah Fawcett, Dom DeLuise, Burt Reynolds, Roger Moore, Sammy Davis Jr., and God, man, there's just so many people in the movie. It's a hilarious film. It's sort of the Cannonball Run. It was inspired by an actual thing where people were getting these cars and they were going cross country. It's like a cross country race, very illegal, but they did it. And the Cannonball Run was based on that. They did a sequel to it that I don't own. I may never own it. I don't know. I don't always have to get the sequels to stuff. So, two great movies to start off the month. Moving on to this is probably one of my top 3 comedies of all time. Absolutely love this movie. Cracks me up every single time I see it. Speaking, of course, Porky's. As far as your raunchy comedies, this one here is the granddaddy of them all. If it wasn't for this one, we wouldn't have American Pie. We wouldn't have any of these other so-called raunchy comedies that we have today. If it wasn't for Porky's, those wouldn't exist. Great movie. That was another one that every single time I see it, it makes me bust a gut laughing. I absolutely love it. Moving on. Spooky Encounters. Sammo Hung. The reason why I bought it was because it was a Sammo Hung film. I knew nothing about it at the time that I picked it up. Actually, I think I got this from, I got this from my old place of employment, Family Video. Still has our Family Video circle sticker on it. But this is a great Asian film about a guy who's trying to prove how brave he is by staying the night in a mausoleum, or some like above ground thing where there's dead bodies, and he's caught up in the sort of conspiracy between his wife and the mayor of his town, who he works for. They're having an affair, so the mayor decides to try to kill him in order to, I guess have his wife recover his career or whatever. And regardless, fun movie, absolutely. It's got some great funny moments in it, some great spit take moments in it. Loved it. It was great. Moving on to One Crazy Summer, which is one of those interesting little fun films, because I was talking about this movie with my wife recently, actually right before I watched it, because I remembered certain scenes about this movie, like Bobcat Goldthwait dressed up in a Godzilla costume, and the adorable Fuzzy Bunny cartoons and other things. But it'd been so long since I'd seen this movie, I thought those were from just completely separate films. So I popped this in, come to find out they're all in the same movie, and One Crazy Summer is a great, great movie. I absolutely loved it. And this one, I was surprised by this one. It's been a while since I'd seen it. The Ringer, Johnny Knoxville. When I first heard about this one, I thought it was just going to be just one of his obnoxious movies, because this is sort of close to his Jackass days. But he treated this material of a person who's trying to win the Special Olympics. He treated it with a lot of respect, and there's a lot of heart in here. There's a lot of good self-referential humor. I love that. But The Ringer surprised me in how it handled the whole Special Olympics situation. Another classic here to go along, but I have a mix of classic movies, what I consider classic movies, and contemporary films. But this one here, Romancing the Stone, I think this one I got from, this is from my sister's collection. When she passed away some 20 years ago, I sort of inherited her DVD collection, some of it. Romancing the Stone, Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas, sort of Indiana Jones with more romance, I guess. A lot of fun movie. It's been decades since I'd seen this film, and it was a lot of fun. It holds up really well. One of my favorite superhero films, Darkman. Gotta love this. This is the Shout Factory release, so they did a new box art for it, and I will always switch over to the original box art because I'm kind of an old school guy, so I always love the original box art. But Darkman, great movie, really shows you what Sam Raimi is capable of doing when it comes to handling the superhero genre. Nobody does it better. Another one of my favorite Asian films from Stephen Chow is Shaolin Soccer, movie that I checked out right before. First time I saw this, I lived out in Portland, Oregon. He was having Kung Fu Hustle coming out, and I had no idea who Stephen Chow was, so I checked this one out. Absolutely love it. Great cartoon moments. One of my favorite musical numbers is in that movie as well. Then, this one's from a collection. This is one I watched called Sharknado. Great movie. What we have currently is the Steelbook edition. It has all 6 of them. Got this from Blockbuster, and I do have one of those little plastic covers on them. I'm starting to put those on my Steelbooks. I don't really care for Steelbooks. Sometimes I'll get them if they're cheap, if they have good box art, but I honestly can't. I understand why people like them. I personally have no interest in having a collection of Steelbooks. They're just more trouble than what they're worth, in my opinion, but that's just me. If you like the Steelbooks, that's fine. I love Sharknado. My son loves Sharknado. We go through these movies. We haven't gone through all of them in a while. We used to watch these movies all the time. We actually get a kick out of watching some of those campy, cheesy shark movies. But I watched the original Sharknado. Holds up really well. It's over 10 years old. Great movie. Excuse me. Next one. I think it's the first zombie film. Zombies. Kind of hard one to describe, but if you've seen it, you know. It's a great way to it's a movie where you kind of get the zombie perspective on things as well as like the living perspective on things. But so much fun, some great characters, some great moments, and kind of a touching ending as well. Moving on, 'cause I want to make these videos as short as I can. So there is this one here out of this collection here. I watched Shaun of the Dead. What more can you say? Shaun of the Dead is a great, great movie. Also from another collection, I have this Mel Brooks collection on Blu-ray. The one I watched from this one, of course, is one of his greatest movies of all time, and I'm talking, of course, about Blazing Saddles. Another one of those, if you know, you know. If you don't, you need to check it out because Blazing Saddles is one of the greatest American movies ever made. On the opposite end of that is Repo Chick. I think I dozed off a couple of times on this one, so I might get rid of this one. It's one of those low-budget sort of actioners where there's a lot of green screen, and that works sometimes, but after a while, I just kind of get tired of the whole green screen thing. So I know I dozed off a couple of times during that one. This one I didn't doze off, though. Joe versus the Volcano, another classic movie, great film with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. This one still has some more Family Video stickers on it. This is Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A lot of fun. I really enjoyed that movie. It's another Family Video purchase for me. Then another one that my son and I both really, really enjoy, Ready Player One. Another fun, great movie. And first Godzilla movie here. This is Godzilla vs. Badalamenti. I picked up I had it on DVD forever. I actually had it on VHS. Then I bought, I think I had it on DVD. Yeah, they did a DVD release for it. Wanted to get it on Blu-ray, but they want to go in this 4K release. This is only 4K, I believe. Yeah, no, there's a Blu-ray in here as well. I only watched the 4K. But great movie. I mean, the transfer is really good on it. Like I said, I'm not really much of a picture purist, but I do like it when I get to see these movies a lot clearer. The sound is really good. The sticker on there is mine. This is actually one that I had procured from. I have a whole roll of them from Family Video. When we shut down, I took these stickers here and I put these on my movies that are only subtitled. That way, anybody who goes through a collection that wants to borrow a movie or wants to check out something, they'll see right off the bat if it is subtitled or not. Warcraft. This movie felt like part 3 of a trilogy. I think they should have done a movie featuring the Horde and a movie featuring the Alliance, and then bring them together in this one here. But this still is a fun movie. A lot of fan service. If you were playing the game at the time, is great. Now these next couple of movies, we're up to April 20th now, Easter, but also 4/20. So for the week of 4/20, I decided to do some Stoner movies, starting, of course, with one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Stoner movie of all time, Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, followed by Cheech and Chong's next movie. Now, Up in Smoke is a great film, awesome movie all the way around, but this one and the other Cheech and Chong movies, not so great. Had some good moments in it. Paul Reubens was in them. I think Elvira was in one of them. It's a great sort of time capsule of the era, but they were not. I got to be honest, they were not very good. I did take a break and watch The Co-Ed and The Zombie Stoner from The Asylum, the same wonderful people who give us Sharknado. And I am really surprised movies like this even get made anymore. Not that it's bad, but when you have a movie that has co-eds, college chicks in it, and there's full frontal nudity in it, surprises me. It really, really does. Moving back to Cheech and Chong and Nice Dreams. Again, had some good moments in it, but generally not the best film. And Cheech and Chong's still smoking, and Cheech and Chong's quality of films still going down. And I wrapped up that week with Dude, Where's My Car? Blu-ray. I also have I got the DVD in there. This is not a DVD Blu-ray combo pack. I just want to switch it over because the Blu-ray doesn't have any special features on it, but the DVD has commentary and stuff on it. Kind of makes no sense to me, but I kept the DVD for that. That was also a blind buy for me. I remember picking that up at Target when it first came out on DVD forever ago, and it was such a fun and interesting movie that I had to just I just got into it. I loved it. Moving on, Ponyo. A little Miyazaki action there for you. I think this is the first Miyazaki film that I may have watched so far, but we have quite a few of them, so there'll be more of those coming up. Because I absolutely love Miss Julie Brown. I'm talking about East Coast Julie Brown, not downtown Julie Brown. Again, if you know, you know. Plump Fiction. Not a big fan of Pulp Fiction, but I do love some Plump Fiction. Giant monster movies are some of my favorites, so Pacific Rim definitely has to happen. And again, when you got Cheech and Chong, you got Paul Reubens, you got to have some Elvira. Now this is another one. I've had this on just about every format except for Laserdisc. This is the 4K release. As soon as actually no, I've never had this on Blu-ray. I was going to buy this on Blu-ray, but I found out about the 4K release, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to skip Blu-ray, go to 4K. This is an Arrow release, one of my first Arrow releases, one of the few Arrow releases I have in my collection. So Elvira, I know a lot of people didn't like this transfer picture or whatever. I thought it was great. I loved it. It looked better than the DVD. Okay, it was a lot clearer than the DVD, so I'm okay with that. And finally, the last movie that I watched in the month of April, Night Shift. This is Michael Keaton, and this is Henry Winkler. They work in a coroner's office, and to make some extra money and have a little bit of extra excitement in their life, they decide to become pimps. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but it works for the movie, and this was one, I think I picked this up at... this was a second-hand pickup from Disc Traders, a little chain of stores in my in my state of Michigan. I don't know if they're beyond Michigan or not, but they buy, sell, and trade movies, DVDs, and now they do vinyl, which is really awesome. But this was a kind of a buy 3 get 1 free type thing, so I got this one for free. I always liked the poster art. I always was attracted to that for some reason. Wound up sitting down and watching it, and first time view, it was a lot of fun. It was very, very entertaining. So there you go. Those are all the movies that I watched in the month of April. Hopefully this doesn't get tagged over on TikTok, because TikTok, your community standards suck ass big time, because you always flag things. You don't give us a reason why. You're like, this violates our standards. What standards? All right, I see a crap on that platform that you would think would violate their standards, but they're okay with it. But I show DVD box art, and they have a problem with that. I don't know. Anyway, that might be a video for another day, where I finally lose my TikTok account because I finally rant and rave against them so much that they just completely pull my plug. But there it is. Those are all the movies I watched. If you like this format, of course, with May, I'll streamline a little bit. If you like the format, I'll continue doing this. But otherwise, I don't know. We'll see what happens for the month of May. Everybody have a good time watching movies. Thanks for checking this out. Thanks for the views. Thanks for likes, comments, whatever. Any of the movies that you really, really liked, any of the movies that you really didn't like, please feel free to have a conversation about it. If you don't like my movies, that's great. There's movies that I absolutely cannot stand. So everybody has their own opinions, their own tastes. So we got to share them. We got to get used to being able to disagree on what we like and dislike. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to have any kind of fun conversations. But these are the movies that I enjoy for the most part. I will see everybody next month with another stack of movies that I checked out. Have a great one. Bye.